Hey, what's going on, guys? This week in my OPOP league match, I go up against the Slowpoke and as always, I'm playing decks that I've been playing around with recently in tournaments or on the stream on PTCGO in general. So I'm bringing the Morpeko. I've been telling you guys how much fun I've been having with this deck. So I brought the Morpeko VMAX. I brought Centiskorch, which I did well recently in a tournament with, and then I brought Pikaram, which has been my go-to tier 1 deck pick recently. So those are the three decks I brought: the Morpeko, the Centiskorch, and the Pikaram. Let's go ahead, let's get into the games against the Slowpoke, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Morpeko going out first, hopefully into something that is not fighting type. Lost a coin flip, that's fine. Hopefully they choose for us to go second. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, cool. What do we get? Coco start, better than Crobat. We actually have the quick ball. We have a really good start here, actually, because we can switch into the Bolton and get ourselves a Morpeko here. So it's actually a really good start. We can quick ball away the Stamp or the top deck, calm away the Crobats, and then just need a Lightning Energy to get that turn 1 Electrify onto a Morpeko that we look for turn 1. Our opponent opened Zigzagoon. I don't know if I should be scared of this or not. It's probably a Eternatus. We could go for the Donk here. Nope, there's another Pokemon. It looks like it's a Eternatus. We could go for the Donk. There's a Power Plant. That doesn't really change anything. I keep thinking if these things are changing anything. It doesn't really change anything. Now we could change our mind, though, and not Marnie them because their hand was so weak turn 1, which I do think I want to change my mind on. And we got the energy here. So I'm going to quick ball away the Stamp now. Get the Bolton. We'll put the Speed Lightning down. And if we just get a Morpeko, then we're just chilling. So did not. But now we can do this. Grab the Morpeko. And I will research here, I think, as well. Coco Prism's in the active. Chilling. Price a couple supporters. Couple energy. Yeah. Bench. Switch. And then research for 7. There's the big Pico. There's another small Pico. Probably bench the small Pico. Put the bat back so we have that in our deck still. Yeah, bench another small Pico because if we get another big Pico, we want to be able to put the Pico on the Pico for the Pico with the Pico. Then we have that going. We want 2 Picos in play. And then we have quick ball for Crobat as well. Yeah, so we have that draw power to work through around the power plant. We do play 2 Dedenne, but we don't need to get the Dedenne out this. I mean, we have another out around it. Like, even though they have the power plant, our only draw out is not Dedenne. And there's a Marnie. But we can start being aggressive in a couple ways here. It would be great to attack with a VMAX, but if we just have like a Bolt Storm next turn, that's also just kind of fine. We don't have to go the other route of having the VMAX this turn. We just Bolt Storm punch. That's a lot of stuff. No energy yet for their Eternatus V, and they could still whiff once again. Do they? No whiff this time. They got it. I probably want to attack with the VMAX, but I'm going to have to Crobat here first and just see what I get. So now I have to debate where I want to attach this energy, because I could just go with the Bolt Storm on this, and then 2-hit KO VMAX. Yeah, we could just go with the Bolt Storm instead. We got the Big Charm, though. That's why I want to go about. Ooh. Now we got the switch. I guess I wouldn't mind using Electro Wheel if I whiffed. So let's go to Crobat first. Now we have that. Big Charm. I could switch attach Crobat. And I could always Electro Wheel if I whiff. And we still have the Coco Prism to help for that. Or I could just attach here. Now let's go switch attach here. Try and get off the Morpeko VMAX. There's the VMAX. That's great. VMAX. Could Marnie, but I have Speed Lightnings. What else do I want this turn? I could net this to get it. I kind of want Fion here because I don't really want to leave the Goon like that. So I do kind of want Fion here. So I could go net that back. Yeah, we could just guarantee it here. Calm it away and get Fion here. I'd much rather Fion than hit the Goon here. And then I could hold the Speed Lightnings, but Marnie seems a little bit better. So I can play another draw supporter or even like a Boss's Orders next turn. They might play Drill, so I think I'll hold on to this Big Charm here. And I could quick ball away this basic Lightning to just use the Coco Prism right now, which I kind of like as well, to be honest. It also shuffles my deck so the Speed Lightnings are out there. So I think I'm going to do that right now because this is the only places where I really want my Coco's energy is just on these two from here on out. So Just do that. I'm going to hold the big charm because I could get rid of the one off my active, and then I might want to put it back. I could have also shuffled the Fion there, actually. But I doubt I want to use Whirlpool Suction next turn, so it's probably best to do it today. And they actually fed me a Crobat. I thought they would send up this, and then that could get a little bit annoying, actually. But I'll take that Crobat feed all day. That's actually... I'm down to just be fed that Crobat there and get 2 prize cards here for sure. I'm down with that for sure. That's fine with me. It'll be pretty hard for them to get this KO here, but not impossible. I also wonder if they're playing a Crushing Hammer build, which means I might regret this Coco discard. They might be playing like the Power Plant Crushing Hammer build, which is annoying to deal with. There's a Marnie. So we get all those. Actually, I kind of like this, though, because all our draw supporters go back into the deck. But this means we might not top deck a draw supporter. Or might not get a draw supporter off this, which we didn't. So this is where it gets a little bit scary, to be honest. We didn't get a draw supporter here at all. So I'm definitely glad I shuffled those Speed Lightnings in my deck. But we have 3 research on the bottom of our deck. So we definitely want to shuffle our deck once again. We could also top deck Chaotic Swell so we could Dead Change next turn. There's a reset stamp. I was curious. We'll take that, though. Because it went from all the researches on the bottom of our deck to potentially drawing into a research, which we did. Which is very good for us. There's the Eternatus, and gonna hit us. They would need triple Goon here to KO this. So they had triple Goon and a way to remove our big charm. So it has to be Goon, 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 Drill, and a way to remove and another Pokemon. That puts them to a 0-card hand. So even if they had all of that, I don't think they'd be in that ridiculously good of a spot. There's a Spiritomb. That's interesting. I don't see Spiritomb very often. We maybe don't even have to KO this VMAX. Actually, we're just going to win in like 2 attacks as long as we set up another VMAX. I think this game is basically over, to be honest. They might play Nets, so they might be able to pick up that Goon, but they also might not. So I'm not going to play around Nets here. I'm going to go ahead and Goon ping their Goon and then just research. We just need an energy here to attach to this guy, and we'll be set up to basically win the game, and we whiffed. That is a big whiff there. That kind of stinks, but I guess Bolton can KO this anyways. I could even KO this Goon this turn, so they don't even have a chance to net it, and then I KO this next turn with Bolton, and then I just win the game that way. Yeah, Energy Whiff there kind of stinks. I'll take away the option of that. I'm down for this. I'm actually gonna quick ball this way for second Goon instead. I feel like second Goon's prized. Eldegoss in hand. Thin out more Pico here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and KO this Goon because it means they can't net it. And I have no idea if they play net or not, so... I have not seen that much of their deck. So, yeah, I have no idea if they play net or not. So, we're just going to go like this. And now this thing will get knocked out by a Bolton. Oh, wait, I'm actually 1 damage short. How many net do I have left? I have 1 net left. I guess I could have pulled the Goon off the prize cards as well. Yeah, Bolton means I'm 1 energy short. If I attach, I'm 1 damage short from KOing this Eternatus. I don't know if my last net is in my deck. I know my second Goon is not in my deck. But if I wasn't attacking with a spread attack anyways, this is still fine. Especially if my last net is in my deck, Bolton can just get the clear. But I guess another reason whiffing that energy attachment was really big is now Bolton can't even get the knockup. But I could just electrify for the turn as well. If the net's not in there, or if I whiff the energy, just electrify to the more Pico VMAX, which they shouldn't be able to knock out on their following turn. So, still feeling good, for sure. Yeah, still feeling good. Still feeling good. Still feeling fine. Should be a dub, I think. They're probably going to try and knock me out with Spiritomb, actually, here. Yeah, they're probably going to try and knock me out with Spiritomb. So, I might just go into the electrify onto more Pico this turn. Yeah, there's the Spiritomb. I think that'll KO me. That should be 100. Yeah, 240. I get knocked out. So even a top deck energy doesn't give it to me. So I'll probably just electrify to my more Pico here. I will confirm that I have energy in there with the Calm first, and then electrify to more Pico. And then I'm still set up to take this thing out. So that sounds pretty good. See what our top deck is, though. We could draw into like a Speed Lightning and then Speed Lightning into the net or something, and then get the knockout. All right, Calm away, more Pico. Check. There's 2 Lightning in there, yeah. Yeah, we had 5 Lightning left. So that was pretty unfortunate whiff, it feels like. I have Boss in hand. So I think I just grab maybe Fion, because I'm like fine with putting Fion on my bench here. put Fiona on the bench. And then I could even research this turn, to be honest. It would make Eldegoss an out to... And maybe I just want to discard this out of the deck then. It would make Eldegoss an out to... I'm missing something here. Oh, is my last net in there? My last net is in there. It makes Eldegoss an out to boss, actually, so I kind of like the research here. Also allows me to like find Swell this turn, which would be great. There's the Swell. Speed Lightning. Big Charm. Now I have no Lightning in my deck, actually, so I actually can't Electrify. Maybe I should have just attached the basic and then gone Electrify, actually. Now I could take the knockout with Bolt Storm, or I could just leave both my attackers alive and retreat, or like leave this in the active, actually. Because for them to knock this out next turn, they have to attack with this, which I will be able to just knock out. I could go ahead and net and even Goon Ping it, actually. Because they can't knock this out. So I feel like I'm just going to pass. I guess one thing that could happen is they could bring this up and derail this. They could boss derail me. That would be annoying. How many switch do I have left? Only one. Only 7 cards left in deck, though, but I don't know if it's in the deck. So I could just get aggressive here and just go Bolt Storm, I guess. Get a prize card to work with. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and Bolt Storm here. Because I just need energy for this guy anyways. I have, what, 2 Speed Lightning left in the deck. There's the switch out of the prize card, so now they can't make that play happen. They could still go for it. They could go derail this guy. Yeah, they could go attach, boss, derail. I guess they could have, like, drill my Morpeko. Yeah, they could go drill Morpeko. Or Crushing Hammer if they play that, knock out my active. And then I guess maybe I should have saved the Bolton on the bench, actually. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I have no idea what they have in here. There's so many different things that could be in an Eternatus deck. Do I have a stamp left? I do have a reset stamp left. I could still do that. Nice. Even if I discard this boss, I have a Goss for a boss. Maybe I should have taken this knockout. Maybe I should just left the Bolton on the bench, actually. So that way they can't dig this turn with Research or Marnie to find stuff like Drill or Crushing Hammer or any of those things. We'll see. They definitely don't play Turbo Patch, I don't think. I think I can, like, because they just evolved this VMAX where they would have wanted to Turbo Patch and then attach, or double Turbo Patch even. I know for sure that they don't play Turbo Patch. And it might just be a little bit more straightforward of a build than I think. Just like with Heavy Power Plant and then Reset Stamps. That might be all they have, like, that's cute in there at all. There might be, like, nothing else besides that. Might be just, like, straightforward consistency besides that. Spiritomb. Another Spiritomb. All right, what else do they have? All right, this Eternatus is being set up. That's a good sign so far. I'm just still afraid of Crushing Hammer, I guess. There's a Research. Yeah, I kind of regret using the Cocoa Prism when I did. I think I should have just held the energy. I guess I did end up with it. There's another Reset Stamp. They get to Dene and Speed Lightning. They're just attacking with the Eternatus. Okay. Oh, we have the win. We have the attach to the Morpeko and then the max discharge knockout. And that's it. We win game 1 with Morpeko over our opponent's Eternatus VMAX deck. Yeah, if that was their only answer for the play. Yeah, so it looks like it's just Power Plants and Stamps. Are there like their 2 cards that they have in there for extra stuff? All right, game 2 decided to go with Centiskorch over the Pikarom because if they went with Eternatus again, it's like quad Power Plant Eternatus. I don't like the idea of Pikarom into that. So we go with Centiskorch instead. Opened the Eldegoss, which is not great. Not a great starter there, but the rest of the hand is pretty good. So not complaining too much. Looks like it might be a Greens Reshizard from my opponent. Or maybe just like a what's it called? Centiskorch? There's a Torkoal. It is Torkoal. Okay, we have a lot of VMAXs in the hand. That's not good. I'm going to give up. I do play a lot of VMAXs in the deck. What do I even want to get rid of here? I just want to start swinging as soon as possible. I wouldn't hate giving up a VMAX here. I don't like the idea of giving up a VMAX either. Let's give up a Baby Volk to just get that. That's Centiskorch here. bench, attach, and pass over to our opponent. So it is some kind of firebox deck. We did see heat energy in the mulligan. I want to be kind of careful with my energy because they probably play like stuff like crushing hammers, maybe yell grunts. It's Green's Torkoal. Okay, maybe the Torkoal's a tech. Maybe it is still like a Green's Rescue Shard with like a 1-of Torkoal, or it is Green's Torkoal. It could just be Green's Torkoal. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they grab here off this Greens. It'll give us a lot of information on what their deck actually looks like. At the very least, we know it's Greens and Torkoal. But that should be a pretty good matchup for us, I think, because they only do 120 damage. They do discard 2 energy, but we just kind of win the 2-hit KO war then. Even like a Steam Crush into a Combustion Pillar doesn't 2-hit KO. That only gets them to 300 damage. So that doesn't even 2-hit KO my Centiskorch. So this should be a pretty good matchup for us as long as we keep enough energy in play where we don't get like a Centiskorch stuck in the active with 0 energy. But that would have to come down to some like crushing hammerheads and stuff like that. So it's like spinner, switch. So I assume they have a Baby Volk in hand, or they have a Quick Ball and are going to pull off that Flare Starter turn 1 here. Yeah, there's the Quick Ball. Gets rid of an energy. I would have loved it if they had given me access to a Giant Hearth, but definitely they don't want to do that. So yeah, makes sense. Switch to the Baby Volk, and then here comes the Flare Starter to the Torkoal. And yeah, here we go. Yeah, main attack from them is going to be that Steam Crush. We should be able to easily get this knockout on this Volk this turn. We need an energy or a switch to move this Eldegoss, and then start swinging with the VMAX here. And then we ideally want to go like, I mean, I kind of want to offset the price trade, but it might not matter that much. Yeah, we need a switch and energy. Got the switch. I was afraid we were going to whiff there. This isn't that great, though, because yeah, this is not that great because we don't have another energy to go back here. Yeah, we're just going to have to go ahead and take that knockout. I could have Quick Balled for another baby, but I have to save this for a Crobat, to be honest, I think. There's a Hearth, though, so now we're just definitely chilling. Got the Hearth. Use the Hearth, get some fires, and then just kind of chain welders from here, and it should be a pretty straightforward game. I mean, it might get slightly out of hand. I don't think it will. I guess we'll have to wait and see for sure. But yeah, they get the Steam Crush 120, remove our energy. We go Hearth Welder 2 back, hit for 120, and then hit for 120. I guess they could put the Cape down. So we might have to get more than that at some point to hit for, yeah, we might have to hit for 160 at one point. And I guess even with a heat energy, they can get up to that 280, which means we definitely need some extra energy in play. Yeah, Cape's all they need this turn. They do grab there. Cape is all they need this turn for sure. Steam Crush, get rid of 2. All right, we got the Giant Heart though off the prize card, which is a super good pull off the prize card. I think I'm gonna give up a Sunny VMAX here. Do fire. I do need to get this other one in play at some point. Welder. We just need a Welder a lot here. Just need a Welder a lot. This hand's a little bit awkward. I'm actually gonna give up a Dedenne here. Grab another Sunny V. I assume they play Crushing Hammer, but I didn't even hit a fire to try and play around that. Yeah, Max Inferno. We do get one back here, which is nice, but they get a Crushing Hammer heads. They can once again wipe all of our energy off of our Centiskorch, and then we would need Welder for 2 attach to actually hit for enough damage to knock out this Torkoal. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to start building up energy on my second Centiskorch, but not going to be able to do that immediately. But I still feel fine. I have a 2 KO lined up with a Welder for 2. Even if the gears whiff, we could Quick Ball for the second Eldegoss as long as it's in the deck. I have not actually checked my prize cards this game, so I could be prized. Here comes, I assume, oh, getting rid of a Welder. I wonder how many Welder they have in their hand then if they're Quick Balling away a Welder. Yeah, second Torkoal is on the way almost certainly, and there it is, second Torkoal. Yeah, they have, I would actually assume that they actually have another Welder in this hand to actually give up a Welder like that off of a Quick Ball. I would assume they have another Welder in the hand right there. Pokegear failed, and yeah, Steam Crush again. Get rid of 2 energy. Oh, so we only need to Welder once here. Okay, so we have many Pokegears. Go ahead and Giant Hearth first away the switch. This time we're gonna check our deck. The Goss is here. 2 Welders left in deck. 120 is not enough. We need to get Welder for 2 there. So Pokegear number 1, whiff. Pokegear number 2, hit. Perfect. Welder for 2. Build up an extra energy on the bench. Centiskorch now. Got another Hearth. I mean, I don't think they'll replace my Hearth. They might play something like a Heat Factory. But yeah, we're getting knocked out next turn. So we're going to go into our second Centiskorch to start swinging with. and really just try and build that one up really big. I think we'll try and weld it for 3 onto this guy next turn, I think, or weld it for 2 plus an attach. Is what we're gonna try and do. Our active should be getting knocked out here. They can even knock us out with the combustion pillar. So they only need an energy to get the KO here, and then there's gonna probably be another Torkoal that we're gonna actually have to deal with here. There's a fire crystal. There's a reset stamp. Yep, makes sense. Fire crystal that will cover for this. Are they out of energy? There is a hearth in play. I don't think I've seen them use my giant hearth yet. I don't think so. I don't think they've used my giant hearth yet. Comes the stamp. All we need is that was pretty good. All we needed was like an energy here to attach and attack, really. But if we could get more energy in play, I do ideally want to get to the point where I 2-hit KO this guy and then 1-hit KO their next potential Torkoal. So I do want to get to that point. So I want to build up more energy than what I've been building up recently. I'm going to go Giant Hearth, get 2, Quick Ball away the Great Ball for the Eldegoss. Grab me the welder, and actually a reset stamp would be really good here if we could find one of those. I would really like a reset stamp here to disrupt my opponent. I'm debating going for like a Dedenne here to find it. Let me just check the deck real fast. I might actually go for a Dedenne change. Actually, I should go for a Crobat. Oops. Crobat, keep the fire. We have 1, yeah, and then we could Dedenne change as well. Otherwise, keep the fire around. All right, Crobat. I would really like a reset stamp. Ooh, can we get it? Nope, we got another welder, so I'm definitely holding the hand at this point. And then just G-Max. It's Inferno, another one. Maybe we get the reset stamp for next turn. I was trying to think, like, it was kind of hard with how much energy they were discarding early on. It was like hard for me to try and get into like a 1-prizer, like, or even like a Heatran or something. I could still go into Heatran here. They have a really big hand, so I'm kind of scared. But I don't even know if they play Crushing Hammer, to be honest. Yeah, I don't even know if they play Crushing Hammer. They definitely play Torkoal. We know that. And it is mostly an energy denial deck with the Steam Crush being the main attack. But do they play Crushing Hammer? They got what, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, reset stamp would have been sick last turn. They're running out of ways to find Pokemon though. They're down 3 Quick Ball. Sure, they play 4, but a Baby Volk really isn't going to cut it. They're going to need another Torkoal or something else. All right, they got the Torkoal down there. They have Fire Energy in hand. They maybe even have more than get off the Hearth. They also have those Heat Energy that we have yet to see that we know they play as well. Yeah, we're looking for a reset stamp. If not, we didn't get it last turn. Hopefully we get it this turn. Reset stamp would be great if we can find one of those. Reset stamp would be very nice indeed. Committing energy to the active, so they're committing to that Steam Crush. There's a Power Plant. That's what I was scared that they might play. Maybe I should have Dedenne changed last turn knowing that they might play Power Plant to go ahead and get my Dedenne out of the way, to be honest. I thought that they might play Power Plant. That has to be a research from them. They lost a Fire and a Fire Crystal. So that's 8. That's a lot of Fire gone. Here are the Crushing Hammers that they haven't been finding. That's 1. That's 1 heads. Pokegear. They got Welder for next turn. Can't use it this turn. So this would be great. They're actually burning through their Pokegears here. So if we get a reset stamp, there's a very good chance they just don't see anything next turn. And they are burning through their Pokegears here. So if we get a reset stamp, they're going to have way less outs to any options that they would want last turn. Because that Pokegear is not something they can draw into anymore. Unless they're really just trying to hone in on like 1 or 2 cards. I can't even imagine what 1 or 2 cards they would really want. All right, we got the Welder. Give me a reset stamp. 1 time. Got a Dedenne. Pokegear. What do I have? Is there a boss in here? I might want to be able to use boss. I have a boss left. Actually, I'm not going to take this because this could give me Crobat. Does attach Crobat for 2. I'm looking for that reset stamp. Did not find it. I could Dedenne change, and I think I will. Great Ball. Grab. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to have bench space to work with anyways. Hearth. And then Dedenne. I have 2 reset stamp in the deck, I believe, and they could be the bottom 2 cards. I think they are the bottom 2 cards. Or the way this. Nope, I only had 1 in the deck this time around. Okay. Well, that still stinks. G-Max Inferno. I don't think they'll have any kind of combo that could knock me out, but they definitely could. And now I'm kind of scared that my Centiskorch VMAX might go down next turn. There's a reset stamp. Yeah, I whiffed the reset stamp on the Dedenne change. So that's kind of rough. We'll see if they have an out. I see the well played. It makes me think they might. Maybe not. Nope. It looks like not. No outs from my opponent. I think they just ran out of energy there, to be honest. And we get the 2-0 win with the Morpeko over the Eternatus, and then the Centiskorch VMAX over that Green's Torkoal box deck.